Rule 34, Thomas, no exceptions.
Yeah. ASMR porn. Ooh.
You know, the crunching of paper that just makes you just go everywhere.
No, it's not that kind of sound. I think if there's ASMR porn, it's more squishy.
It's
Like that.
Welcome to our stream, everyone.
Yeah, and we're live.
it's just Howard Stern like looking into the microphone over and over. That's ASMR porn.
Oh God.
ASMR looking at eye charts, just the sound of your eyeballs scraping against the inside.
Well, it doesn't have to be sound.
I thought it does. It's audio sensory.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not exactly that, but it's like the same phenomenon. He said.
He like gets.
It like kind of like it trips up his mind.
Wow.
It doesn't necessarily have to be sound.
Yeah.
It's lies. All lies.
Tonight's lessons on ASMR brought to you by the gods of Theros.
That's right. Yep. All right. Well, do you guys want to roll for initiative?
No.
Are we rolling for initiative with the gods?
Yeah.
Just to start, yeah.
Yeah, usually do.
All right, so Farika coming in hot with a 9.
Yeah.
Oh.
5 with the Sarah.
Nice. So I'm 8 and you're 17. Oh, you gotta go early.
Oh, I get to go early.
What the shit?
Oh,
Just being a bastard. Oh yeah, you're going at 2.
Yes.
I need a minute to get ready, so I'll go second.
Yeah, it wasn't good for you.
All right. So Elliot got a 19 or 25?
Huh?
Elliot got 8.
I got 8.
Oh, 8.
And
Okay.
Thassa got 17.
That's right. Okay.
Sorry, I don't have a god hat.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't have one.
You should get like a Tin Man looking hat or something.
No.
Like from Star Trek The Next Generation.
Do it. What does Theros actually wear?
Just a welder's helmet.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about that. He doesn't wear board shorts like Healy did.
When I think of
Those are
board
road shorts, man.
I just think of Merlin from the Sword in the Stone. When he gets back from Bermuda.
His holy symbolism.
Oh man.
We were actually thinking of our anthems today. It was pretty good.
All right. So Thassa and Porphyros, I need you to re-roll your d20.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm not going to beat that.
No. Well, you could tie.
Buy it.
Yeah.
You got 5.
Go first tonight.
14. All right. So Thassa, you'll be an 18.
Yeah.
Oh, Santa's so
That's
crazy.
a good thing.
What's going on?
Okay.
Doing awesome.
So I have Thassa at 18, Porphyros at 17, Mogus at 14, Farika 9, Elliot 8, Farah 5, and Phoenix 2. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Phoenix always is near the bottom. All right. Are we ready to go?
It sounded like you were waiting for a joke to come out.
I was waiting.
Crickets chirp.
I know. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
no one's going to take the bait. No one's going to take the bait. All right. I see it. Fuck you guys.
My mic was off. Sorry.
Where's Farah? Okay, Farah's near the bottom. All right.
That's John.
Okay.
Yeah, funny about.
All right. We ready? Let me get my God stuff out.
Yeah.
Wait, it's been a while since we played the gods.
Yeah.
Is it that kind of stream, huh?
What?
Let me get my guns.
The God stuff. All the God stuff. All right. So.
As long as it's not followed by.
All right. So welcome to. I feel like my gain is just too high. All right. So welcome to Theros Champion the Gods. We're back yet again. It's been a little bit since we played the gods, like 6 weeks or more. It's been a while. And so to recap, a lot has happened with the gods in the last session. First of all, I'm going to go in alphabetical order by god of what you all did. And before I forget, the name of the game is that there might be a few rolls here and there, but nothing too extreme. And otherwise, it is really role based or role play based. So if you want to, it's role based that we're not going to have any rolls. So if you want to have a conversation, you are free to have any kind of conversation. If you want to take someone to like a corner that's secluded where no one else can hear, that is absolutely fine too. Then people are kind of locked out. Otherwise, people can jump in and interrupt and engage in the conversation as they see fit, but there is no mandate to do so. On your turn, you can either kind of do whatever you want to do, or we can do a random event to kind of keep your, your role play going if you just can't think of anything. So other than that, it's kind of free for all. So last time, things hit the fan. First of all, the one before that was you guys saw Athreos get destroyed by Titans, or things that looked like Titans. And in the beginning of last session, Aphera wanted to make efforts to capture these Titans and act strongly against them, perhaps capture them and destroy them in some way. And she managed to create a fortress on the front lines of the Returned within Krymnos to protect some staunch Malitan troops that were there. Eliad, for his part, decided to discuss what was going on with Chiron, and they had their manly man love with one another. And
Bro.
And Heliod was informed that the champions, or the champions of the gods, the Asterinos, had a coin for Athreos that they discovered and found. And then Chiron asked to be a counselor on the great ship of Nyx. And so he is now the Nyx counselor. And moving on with his career. And also made plans with Aphera to talk to Tari. Since that happened, Eliad and Aphera did talk to the champions and did get the coin. So they have it in their possession. Mogus, for his part, let's see. He went to a main gathering site of his followers and began to do a speech to attack the Titans. And while he was doing the speech, Clothis herself appeared in front of him and asked him to join her and the Titans, which he promptly did, in order to return balance and cause blood to flow. Pharika tried to make allies with Nilia by putting acres of poison around one of her sacred trees. And then Pharika spoke with her Leonin, and I can't remember his name. I thought it was Lexius?
Grexes.
Grexes. Fix that. Grexes, a Leonin fighter, and appeared to him as an old woman, and tells him that he should make his way to Akros and find out some secrets about this arch and about these automatons and how to hunt them down and what's going on with Perforos. Phoenix decided to go down to Asphodel and learn that her minion leaders have been killed by the Polemarchos, and disguised herself as Alex, who has been helping the champions out, and then managed to connect with a core group of elite returned who are on the front lines and have continued to fight in the name of Phoenix instead of the Polemarchos, and encourage them to continue to fight on in their name. Perforos went to the underworld, and Athreos expressed that an army of returned have been using the arch to bring the newly dead back into the above world, and that and was asked by Athreos to help fix the roof because the roof is caving in, and he said he would think about it, find some way to hold it up. Now you'd have to think about how to do that. He also gives Athreos a motor for his boat. Super nice.
I'll take your word for that. It sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, I didn't remember any of that. I was like,
I remember you doing that.
yeah. And Perforos also tells Helia that he needs help to blow up the arch, to have someone guard it. Both think that Erois guard it, but Erois was here and is absent again.
You're kind of cutting in and out.
Oh, am I? Is that better?
Echo.
Echoey.
Now you're making up for it by being doubly loud.
Oh, so
It's
fuck.
indebted.
I still have to get the sense of this new contraption I have.
That does sound better though.
Okay.
Yes.
The tin cans you have set up are.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear his drum solo later.
I know. Is that better? Is that too
Yes.
low? Is that too low?
It's maybe a little too low.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's
All right,
good.
getting better? Getting better? Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hot.
All right.
You're on fire.
Mic check. Mic check. Am I on fire?
Yeah.
Like,
Literally, you're on fire.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
that's
that's
appropriate. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Too soon.
Too soon, man.
Too soon. It's like things are still burning.
I had to, completely unrelated, but I had to ask Brandon and Harvey what their old apartment building was because I saw one on the news and I was like, I think that's it. It looks exactly like that.
Oh, really?
Really?
I don't think it was.
Okay.
The one in Broomfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were they over by Flatirons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
so
good.
Not so good.
Not good.
I think Superior has been wiped
Like
out.
gone. Like gone.
Gone.
Like even their Target
The Target and the Costco burned down.
and the Costco. Did you see the people evacuating from Costco? It was nuts. So people like running and stumbling, and you could hardly even see. And there was ash like floating around, like whipping through them, and like fucking nuts. People were like running for their cars.
I can't think of a worse place to be than a Costco or a Sam's Club. Bringing it back.
Natural disaster. Yeah. Or
Anyway.
just in general. Yeah. Okay.
just on a Saturday.
All right. So going down the list, Thassa, you explored the nature of the Titans and realized that they went through your land, and you were very upset about it. And then realized that the monsters were heading towards. Realized that the Titans were heading towards the gate in the underworld. No. I'm sorry. I have to remember. So you went down into the underworld, and you, in the previous session, had sent a tidal wave to move the monsters that were going back to the arch away. And you realized that your arch didn't work as well as you had, or your tidal wave didn't work as well as you had hoped, and that they were moving past. And it's not the river Styx. I kept thinking it's the river Styx. It's actually the river. I can't fucking remember.
Journey.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, it's Journey. But you were continuing to move forward, and you were summoning the, what is it, the Tromocratus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, to guard it. And as you were doing that, Clothis appeared to you and tried to get you on her side. After talking through it and thinking about it for a while, he decided that maybe Clothis isn't your god of choice, and so you moved on with your life, kind of being more neutral at this point. At that time, Clothis made herself generally known to everyone. She is the god of destiny and has been in the underworld, deep, deep, deep in the bowels of the underworld for millennia, guarding the Titans. And with that, she expressed to you all that many of the gods and their hubris has diminished the sacredity of destiny, and that evil things are happening in Theros because of your hubris. Not all of yours, but many of your actions are leading to a degradation of what Theros was meant to be and what the destiny of Theros and the people who live within it are. And so with that, she chastised Heliod a whole heck of a lot, and called him, or said that he has these marionettes of the other gods that are doing his bidding for him. And accused Farah of being a slaver of the people within the cities. And with that, the gods have chosen their sides for the most part, and we will pick up there with Thassa at the top of the order.
Okay. So I'd like to speak to Clothis.
Okay.
Clothis, I recall that your plans were to start a new world with all new mortals. Is that correct? Is that what you would like to do?
No, that is not. No, that is not what I said. What I said is that you all need to leave the mortals alone and let them discover their own destiny.
I definitely remember there was more destruction than that.
There will
Yeah.
be some destruction to wipe away your meddling. Yes.
What would you do to put destiny back in order?
Well, she needs a child first. Oh. You have such a wonderful part to play, Asa. The sea is one of those most amazing forces of nature that all you do is recreate. And the cities that bar you from flowing properly, that prevent you from turning rock into dust, that prevents your creatures from truly living in this world, that prevent your followers from experiencing their true, what's the right word, their true nature. I want to bring that back, Asa. And I feel like you can do so much to help me.
How would my Tritons fare in all of this, and also my worshippers in Miletus?
I mean, do you not remember when you were young and how happy the people were to worship you and how humble you were to have them worship you? It was a gift. It was not something that you demand. It was not something where if they make you mad, that you would tear down their temple or have a tidal wave attack them because Miletus didn't celebrate you properly. It would be a land free of that, free to worship you as you truly are.
I do like that. I don't like to impose my will upon humans, upon the mortals. I like slow change, gradual change. I don't like to impose quick change, or I don't like to meddle in the affairs of mortals too much.
Yes, and I agree. And it's Athera and Perforos who have bastardized your followers. The Tritons, they were nomadic. They were shepherds of the ocean. And now they are cloistered within their bubbles and their cities, and they have forgotten their true nature because of Perforos and because of Athera, not Thassa, but Athera. They are the ones who have destroyed your followers.
If I am allied to you, I want to make sure that my followers are protected and my Tritons are protected as
And
much as they can be.
as much as they can be in a war, we all must choose sides. And your followers have free will to choose, but I feel with you on their side, they will choose the correct side. Why do you
Will
laugh,
you-
Theros? Or why do you laugh, Heliod? You know, Theros.
Well, I laugh because you talk about how you want to save Miletus, but you had no problem wiping out Athreos, another power center for Thassa. And I just what you're proposing being the right side is very subjective at best.
Thassa, do not listen to the machinations of Heliod. Athera has built some of the largest walls in the world to protect Meletis from you. She is fearful of you and your nature, your true nature.
Did she do that, or did the mortals do that?
It has her face on it.
I do
Now
not.
they like her. What?
Did Thassa bring forth the Kraken?
Yes?
Did you, Thassa? Was that Kraken under your control that attacked the cities?
The Kraken's always under my control.
No, was it the Titan that destroyed Athreos?
Oh, the
Oh, the
Titan.
Titans, no, but there was a Kraken that Thassa sent forth to attack the city a generation or so ago.
Oh, that one.
Yes, the Kraken is always under my control.
And so you did try to destroy my city. So whose side are you on, Thassa? Do you want to
Hey
bring
Delta,
death and
hey Alice,
destruction
how
like
you
did
doing?
centuries ago?
Welcome.
Or have you evolved into a more civilized god?
I always consider myself civilized. I consider myself neutral. And I consider myself ever evolving. And I would like to see things continue to evolve and destinies to continue to evolve slowly and without the meddling of the gods all the time.
Do you think it's Clothis, right? Clothis?
Clothis.
Do you think Clothis will bring about subtle change? Look at what Clothis has already done. This is not a slow evolution of change. This is death and destruction.
And that is my concern. That's why I have not chosen sides yet. Because of the abrupt change with the Titans appearing in my realm.
Yes, I think that you speak in a way that would not align with Clothis. And, perhaps we don't always see eye to eye, but I do appreciate your more civilized side when you don't try to destroy my cities.
I think I will have to ponder this a little bit more. I'm going to go under the sea right now.
Yes, so in this coming war, I will ensure that your followers are protected.
Unleash the Kraken. Sebastian the Kraken.
Thassa, anything else you want to do on your turn?
Not right now.
All right, Porphyros.
First, I'm going to ponder to myself how I ended up on this side of the table.
Yeah, I think we're all thinking that.
I think it was the ultimatum at the very last. Can we gather together our group at all?
Yeah, I mean, just the kind of one side.
Yeah.
Huddle up, guys. Huddle up.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's huddle up.
a mini god moot.
Mini mood.
Guys, me.
I'm gonna put you over there.
Thassa went back into the ocean, right? Bye, Thassa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God huddle.
I find it amusing that all of us have ended up in this particular group. I'm sure that you are not especially happy to see me on this side of the table.
I'm always happy to see you, brother.
I am usually happy to see you, although I do question your motives as of late.
And Corano speaks up and says,
Brother, I do not trust you.
You turn into Worf.
Are you not a merry man?
I am not a merry man.
Are you pressing a button because it is alarming?
Yes.
No, that's just his voice he's been practicing.
Is this my voice?
That's upsetting.
Why do you laugh at me, Porphyros?
I don't laugh at you, Perfuro. I don't laugh at you, Karanos. Crewfix, perhaps you can explain what is going on here.
Prune juice is nasty.
Um,
Real quick, one of the individuals in chat said that prune juice a warrior's drink, so I gotta.
prune juice, a warrior's drink. You know,
Can you? I request a warrior always does his homework.
a warrior always does his homework.
Can someone be Picard and shoot down everything that Andy says right now? Shut up, Worf.
Can you say anything that the darkness says? I can't think of any. Like seduce her or something like that. Seduce her.
Seduce her.
Yeah. Say it's the Tim Curry.
Do it.
Fresh cheese.
All right. You wanted to talk to Crewfix? I will step aside.
I could do this too, probably. Let me see.
Oh my god, is it just going to be the deep voices all?
The deep voices.
Bogus?
That's fine.
How did you get in this total?
Which one is called female? I bet this sounds really good.
It does sound good.
Okay, so
let's not do this. Okay, Crewfix, perhaps you can explain while we all have galvanized on this particular group. What's going on?
It is as I feared. I can keep doing this all day long.
I hope you do.
This, and I will.
I guess it makes sense.
Anyway, Theros, your meddling, along with Heliod and many of the gods, have incurred the wrath of my sister. It is unfortunate to see, but not terribly surprising.
What is it? Why are you standing against her? Why are you working against this particular rage that she wields?
I feel that for any big change, there must be conversation, and we must think hard if we will change our perspective. If this is truly an end of our progress and your meddling, then we should consider it deeply and not rush to one side or another.
I feel like in this endeavor, I'm with you. I do not wish to wipe away everything that we have created, we have done, whether it be seen as meddling or as inspiring those who depend upon us, giving inspiration and ideas to those who, well, they fuel us in return. I would see that this group, yes, perhaps I would have gotten away with it. I don't feel like what's her name again? Clothis. What she is suggesting is much greater meddling than anything any of us have done, to destroy the world and remake it in that image which she sees as perfect. That seems like as many steps backward as forward.
It is a step backward, perhaps to a simpler time, a time where your meddling was checked and your hubris perhaps was also checked.
I think that only experience gives the opportunity to learn, to grow. And it is not always growth that is appreciated. But we have learned, we have lived, there's much we have done that cannot be relearned. You can't unlearn and undo what has been done. That will always exist in some way.
It will exist on a level. And yet, you have chosen what you would like the mortals to know.
I only wish for the mortals to become more, to know more.
By your own design.
I do not design a path for them. I open doors through creativity, through inspiration. I will make it possible for the mortals to test their bounds. It is not anything to do with what we are doing here. And it may end up reflecting upon it. But ultimately, I see that what has transpired was too much. And I have learned my lesson here.
And perhaps you should go and speak with my sister on how to roll back your errors.
I think that... Sorry, I was reading the chat. Sorry. I would rather that we are careful in rolling away anything that might hurt the existence rather than hit it with a sledgehammer. If that is what is necessary, I will speak with your sister, but I will make it known that I am on the side of the mortals creating and living and experiencing and growing from that.
If there is one thing I know about my sister, with all her nuances and subtleties of destiny, she does not deal well with fools. I think you would have a hard time convincing her otherwise.
Thank you for that vote of confidence. Fuck you too, Crewfix. I slap him on the back.
Oh my god.
And everyone else here, I mean, I speak to the group as well. We do not want to see the efforts and the wondrous and horrible things that mortals have made wiped away for payment for anything that we have done or I have done. I take responsibility for what I've done.
How do you propose to fix what you have done, Porphyros, so that perhaps we can work together to create a better world, and in doing so, perhaps not fight, but fight against what Clothis would like to do and show her there is a better destiny?
For once, I'm without ideas. Perhaps this is the first time. I've attempted to work in secret. I've attempted to scheme and plot and deliver. And none of it has been effective. And perhaps, Ephara, the reason is that I have been working alone. Or I have chosen some questionable allies.
So Corano speaks up and says,
So you have admitted. Or is that my voice? No, it is not.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
It's Karanos.
That's
Karanos is the dark, deep guy.
Yeah, it was a little too deep.
Karanos is definitely just Worf now. Okay.
Well,
I mean, it makes sense personality-wise.
No, I like it.
Yeah, and so Karanos
Speaks up and says, "So you admit that you have been meddling with mortals. What exactly are your crimes? I have asked all of you to leave the Asteronauts alone. And to my knowledge, you have. So, Perforos, are you admitting that you have not?
What's that shiny coin, Afara?
Oh, look, that alien!
No, nothing.
I have not affected the Asteronauts with any intention. I may have created schemes that have touched upon where they have stepped. But I definitely didn't mess up Michigan or wherever it is they're trudging through right now.
It is way better than Michigan.
Wait.
It's Gary, Indiana. No,
do the gods know that Perforos created the gate with the malfunction?
We know he created the gate.
Yeah.
How did it? He's like, oh, the mortals, it malfunctioned. This great god. Yeah.
Right.
So
I don't think it malfunctioned in the way that I wanted it to malfunction, quite frankly.
Yeah, shit happens.
With the second malfunction.
That's when the one true god gets involved.
Yeah.
Right. The one true god.
I was very vague in what I said it was going to do, so...
One god to rule them all.
Exactly. All right, Perforos, anything else you want to do on your turn?
I stand here in front of you all.
Yes.
And I offer my thanks for your support. I have done wrong. It is clear that my actions have been a great part of the ills of the world, and that is not my intention. My intention is to create.
Perforos, if I can ask, I mean, I know that Karanis kind of asked it a little bit, but just about the Astronauts, what do you feel like you've done exactly that has angered Hothus to come and speak to us?
I assume, as you do, that the portal that I crafted that has misfired so horribly is the root of a great deal of evil in the world.
But you created that for Erebos, right?
Yes, and we don't even know where Erebos is. I don't know where Erebos is.
I'm not exactly sure either. Sorry, go ahead, Kronos.
What was I going to say? I don't remember. It is irrelevant.
Shut up, Worf.
Shut up. Shut up, Alexander.
Fire phasers.
Boom, boom, boom.
I made an error in that I allowed Phoenix some amount of control in the construction of the arch. And it is not Phoenix's issue. It is mine that I allowed anyone to interfere with something of such import.
So Karamitra speaks up and says,
So, brother, you trusted Phoenix to do anything, and yet you are surprised of the results.
I did not trust Phoenix to perform in the way that Phoenix thought that Phoenix might perform. That was a terrible sentence.
What
I
you're trying to
merely
say is
wanted
that Phoenix does what Phoenix wants to do.
And I wondered.
Yeah.
It was an
All she does is say beefcake all the time.
I wondered if Phoenix could have introduced some interesting elements into the world. And I was wrong. Phoenix has done
a lot of interesting elements.
Yeah.
Wait.
Phoenix gone Phoenix.
So Phoenix interfered in this, and yet they're taking, or he's taking the other side. It seems a little bit messed up, bro.
Again, you know Phoenix, right? We're talking about Phoenix.
Yeah, I know.
On anyone's side.
Well, obviously Phoenix is on Phoenix's side.
I'm not even sure of that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Excellent point.
I wonder, Heliod or Farah or Thassa or not Thassa. Is it Thassa? Nope, Thassa's over there. Who's the green one? Karamitra?
Karamitra, yep.
God, so many names. I'm bad at names in real life.
I know. Tell me about it.
How am I going to remember 30 odd Greek names?
You were saying, brother, that you chose Phoenix to help you, and yet
no, I took an element of Phoenix's chaos to see if it would influence an experiment, and it has backfired horribly. And that I do not blame Phoenix for. I blame myself. But I ask all of you here right now to help me seal this rift so that we can restore a balance.
I think we all want that. I know I do.
perhaps we should tear down the arch and allow the path of Phoenix to exist as it always has.
Could you make another arch?
A golden one.
Yes, 2 golden arches, just to be sure.
1 billion souls served.
Probably close.
The souls are what are being served. I love it.
Now we must be careful. If we cannot just tear down the arch, I believe it would probably cause a complete upending of existence.
Well, how did you do it before?
Well, it was like it was.
There's a parade, and it was exciting.
Yeah, there was a whole parade. They built it a little bit at a time, and it replaced an old one, I believe, right?
Yeah, you replaced
No,
one.
not really.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
I thought there was another gate or something.
There was a gateway, yes, and so you covered up the gateway. That's the path of Phoenix.
All right, we need some sort of bypass first.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's an option.
Isn't that right, Erois?
Yeah, bring on Erois.
Erois just sits there and kind of rubs his hands, and this is way over his head. He just wants to know what to fight. And
I just picture him like lightly hitting the ground, like just to stay in shape.
Exactly. He's doing he's doing hand presses, which is really impressive as a minotaur person. Or no,
Isn't he a
centaur.
centaur?
Sorry, as a centaur.
Yeah, that would be really impressive.
Yeah.
Centaur push-ups.
Centaur planks. That's what's really difficult.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Breaks their back. It's sad.
Yeah.
All right, that's all. I just ask
Okay.
the rest of the group if they have ideas of how to do it.
All right. So we're gonna move on. Mogus, if he's ready, it is his turn to continue on. And maybe the evil ones, they're not evil. The conservatives will have their own.
Well, thanks
That's
for,
even worse. That's
thanks
even
for
worse.
really outlining exactly what's going on. There's only one swing voter.
The Make Theros Great Again group.
Are we gonna as closest Mitch McConnell?
Phoenix is definitely like.
I think Athreos is Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Does that make Phoenix like a what are they, like a super preacher type?
Roger Stone.
We're trying to pass our infrastructure bill, bros.
Yeah, we need to
No.
go highway with them.
So
Oh my God.
okay.
Let's cut out.
No, they're
all
not
of
nearly
the-
that evil. They're not. It's not that black and white. It's more nuanced than being a conservative. So Mogus, let me get his voice. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Okay.
There. I am Mogus. Hello,
Yeah.
everyone. I am
I
Mogus.
can't understand a word you're saying.
Is it too much? How about... Is this a little better?
Yeah, that's good.
I just must slow down how I speak. And he says, "This sucks. They're literally plotting against us. I say we do something. What have you, Farike? And Phoenix, what should we do?"
Well, I am always down for action. But direct action seems hardly the correct play here.
What about dismembering them and putting their little body parts in different realms? Could we do that? Do you think?
That is pretty direct.
Yeah. Yes, kill them. Kill them all. Cut them up into little bitty sushi pieces and spread them throughout all the different realms.
As elegant as that sounds, it is not a very elegant solution. The little tiny pieces are very elegant.
Yes, you can make a necklace out of their little body parts.
There are depths to you, Mogus.
I am artistic. Why do you laugh? I don't understand.
Have you not seen his blood paintings? They're spectacular.
Yes, they are deep. The crimson over everything.
Who's that artist that covers shit
And cheese and what?
Christo. He's like the Christo of blood.
I saw them talk. You're dead now.
So just Krista.
Just Christo, yeah.
What
You saw it.
Here, I've named our teams: kill some mortals and kill all mortals.
Farike
Yep.
and Phoenix. What? And maybe Nilia. I have this dagger designed to kill Erois. Could maybe we could use that to kill someone, like one of them, just one. It's not that big of a deal.
At the very least, that poison will make it very uncomfortable. And since I am also the god of medicine, they will have to come to me for a cure.
A cure to stabbing?
Well, to the poison that will course
Oh.
through them.
Yeah.
Good. Let's go with this. How about the next one of those gods that comes over here, one of you distracts them, and I will sneak up behind them and I will stab them in the back over and 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 over again. And then they will become slightly upset to their tummy.
That was amazing.
Yes, I think you should do this.
I mean, I'll do a distraction.
Okay, that's only between the three of us. And so, and one of them comes over here, okay? Because this is like our side of Nyx, and they're on their side of Nyx. And when they come over to our side, I will stab them over and over and over again. Plan.
Yes, they have already put the line of tape on the floor.
Yes, I saw that. How dare they?
They are the worst roommates.
It means we can do whatever we want on our side, though.
That's true. What should we do? Party? Have a party?
I mean, yes, I'd like that very much. I mean, I thought you already had a plan about the stabbing, but
Oh yeah. Well, as we wait, how do we get them over here? How do we get? Aroa seems to be absent these days. Who else can we get over here?
How far apart are they from each other in terms of God?
Infinite leagues.
Yeah. I just like because in the thing it just shows them like they're not that far, so they're all having this.
No,
discussion
but if you
about
imagine like Nyx being a giant
expanse.
expanse, yeah,
yeah,
and they're everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
true.
There's just a jeep floating in space.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's rate all the gods based on how good of a roommate they are. Heliod,
How about this? What if I yell over and say, "Hey, Elliot, I got a surfboard and a bottle of sunscreen. You want some?
I
Do you think that would work?
think
Warm Beach Boys music.
Ooh. Oh no, that is too evil.
No,
That is too
so old school.
Ooh.
No, dude, more in these days. I would like the paddleboard. Thank you.
Oh.
I wonder. Perforos seems a shaky ally.
With the surfboard. And
Perhaps if he comes over to inquire, that could be your opportunity.
Yes. So how about maybe on one of your Phoenix, how about on your turn you can get Perforos to come over here and then I will stab him over and over and over again.
I was just gonna do some juggling and stage magic, but
Yeah.
sure, we can just see who comes.
I mean, what if you show your stage magic to Perforos and ask him how you're doing? And get some pointers from him.
Very good. Ooh, very excellent.
Yes. Do you think that would work well?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Let's plan on that. Okay.
I gotta
Or I can just charge them right now with and gore them with my horns and then stab them right now. They won't even see me coming. Well, they might, because I'm huge
That
and evil and mean and full of death.
I mean, that would.
You're new at this whole plans thing, aren't you?
I mean, I'm not. Yes, usually I deal with the aftermath of plans, the slaughtering part.
I don't think we should stifle his creativity.
No, you're right. It's just
I just do what I feel. And I usually feel very angry.
I mean, you can follow your muse.
Oh no, I killed my muse a long time ago.
Follow the muse.
Yeah, I stabbed her
Quietly,
repeatedly.
no.
I bludgeoned my muse.
Oh.
And then made a painting out of her.
So much of your artwork in that one installation makes more sense now.
Yes, it was a beautiful
Like
spread.
a sunset of death.
Yes, it was so
It really spoke to me and so many other people. Made so many people throw up.
Yes.
That has to be the signature move now.
So, hello, children. What are you doing? Get out of here, children. I have to go deal with the minions. I will be back.
but I do have to be back because my other minion woke up, so I'll be back.
There's a dog there too.
All right.
I have no idea what's going on.
Is that creative? I think we should kill them. Is that creative enough? That's what Mogus last said.
I still like the idea of rating all the gods based on how good of a roommate they'd be.
On how good of what?
How good of a roommate they'd be.
Why would, I mean, Helion would keep you up.
I think Helion would like eat all your food or something, but he
Yeah.
would offer you to drive you places.
He would drive, yeah. And I think he would just keep you up all night.
Yeah,
Partying all the time.
Well, even if he's not, he's shining. So you
turn
can't
off the goddamn
turn the light off, man.
I feel like Crewfix would be a pretty good roommate in that he always pays the bills, but he's never around.
That's true.
That's like the best
I
roommate here.
think that's the only one that would be decent, though.
Yeah, the rest would be
terrible.
fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Crewfix is a truck driver.
Oh man,
long haul truck driver.
Exactly.
Perforos could be good or bad depending on what. Like he would make new concoctions or food or something. And offer
He would
them.
always be doing home improvement
true.
projects at 3:00 in the goddamn
Yeah,
morning.
it's horrible.
And they might be great or they might be just terrible.
Yeah, it's like, great, you created a Rube Goldberg machine to lock the refrigerator, but I just want some fucking cheese.
Oh, I reinvented cheese. It's liquid now.
You inject it.
So if you get Cheese Whiz
You
and put it on your
invented Cheez
dashboard and
Whiz?
leave it there.
Oh yeah, Perforos invented Cheese Whiz.
Oh yeah. All right. So lastly,
Totally.
Mogus says,
Yes, my art. is so beautiful. I even got an esteemed painter splattered on my walls.
And yeah, and I agree. Apostle says that Mogus is that bully that accidentally cripples you for life. That is
Oh no.
yeah, he's that kind of bully.
What? I implied I was sorry.
I don't
That
think
kind
anyone
of
wants to
bully.
be a roommate with Mogus.
No,
No.
nobody wants to be a roommate with Mogus.
No one wants to be. Yeah.
All right, I
None of
think
them.
so. I think that's his plan. That's his plan moving forward. All right.
I'm pretty sure Jason was a roommate with Phoenix when he went by the name of John.
Yeah. It's true.
And his avatar is John, his champion. John
Okay.
all
Calder.
right.
He was always singing musicals. It was so weird.
Phoenix hates musicals.
Makes it more evil.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Phoenix, or I mean, Farike.
So Farika is very much in favor of this plan. She sees this as, in fact, she will make her way over to Clothis and say, "Dear sister, I think your idea to see what the mortals are capable of is very much in my wheelhouse. What could I do to assist in helping this plan come to fruition?"
And you're asking Clothis?
Clothis, yeah.
Yep. She says,
You have done much, my sister and my daughter. You are the one true God who has never been waylaid by meddling with these immortals in ways that they do not quite understand. You have ensured that they respect nature and respect you, but that you do not necessarily, what's the right word? Destroy the bridge, or maybe destroy the wall between us, that they know their place and you know yours and we know ours. However, you have much to do to take down those like Heliod and Athera. Perhaps one thing that you have not done is use your power for what it can truly do. The cities, the vile, expansive, never-ending, insatiable cities of Theros can easily succumb to the plague or other ailments. I think you have much power there.
Indeed. Yes, I think perhaps a variant on the plague I have already placed there. This could wreck all of their happy plans for the future.
Where would you put this plague?
Why, everywhere where many are gathered.
I would support that.
Perhaps Krimnos would be a good place for this variant.
so real quick, what you do know is that, so since we've played last, the front lines of the Returned are kind of along this route. So they have taken over Krimnos and Listus, except for
yes.
like one little fort within Krimnos that has Aphara's like little band of brothers, and they're marching towards Miletus.
Altresos is off the map. Yeah, I would say Faila. This way the armies of the undead can crawl from one end of the archipelago and the disease can crawl from the other. The war on two fronts is so much harder to fight.
I think this sounds like a suitable plan to ensure that the Militan League is properly dealt with. Given that death is still beyond most of our reaches until Erebos is found, what will your plague do?
I think it shall make them. Oh God! Just my first thought is just so sadistic and cruel. So I'm going to go with that. It shall make them thirsty.
Interesting.
But
Insatiable
never-
thirst.
But they shall never be able. They shall not be able to quench it without very specific herbs.
Can I ask you a favor, sister?
Certainly.
That the followers of Thassa are immune to your plague.
I think this makes sense. They live in water. They worship water. She should be able to quench their thirst.
Wonderful.
And yes, I see your play and I approve of it.
Yes. It will go far in bringing Thassa to see the proper course of things.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
No, I would say at this point, Marika would probably head down to Phala and start overseeing the spread of this disease. Basically, she goes down as Typhoid Mary and just starts on everything in sight.
Okay. Did you want to? My mic is like real fucked.
I wonder why you keep messing with it. You're just gonna fly on every flight.
Did you want to say anything about the coins?
Oh, no. For now, she's keeping that a secret.
Okay. Elliot.
What's up?
Or did you want to, Farika, did you want a side quest? Random event?
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay. Roll a d20. 5. Okay. Give me a quick second. I'll look up something. Hold on. I'll look up some stuff real quick. So, as you're doing your thing, is my voice modulated? Does it sound modulated to you guys? Sounds totally fine. Okay, just my end. As you're preparing for your change and going and destroying some more people, you get the sense that that those acres of poisonous plants that you set up for Nilia have been trampled by Returned. That they really don't give a shit about any kind of poison ivy or poison oak, and in fact, they lit it on fire.
It's a good way to deal with it.
There's a brush fire? Uh-oh.
It was really, really windy. And there was all these apartments and people and stuff, and it was pretty sad.
Let's see. For now, Farika does nothing. But she definitely takes note of it.
Okay.
I'm putting that down in my notes.
Okay. You do that. All right, Heliod, it's your turn.
All right. So I guess in that same god mood that we were in with Theodore,
Mm-hmm.
I say, all right, guys.
Who's Theodore?
Not Theodore, sorry. You know, Porphyros. Basically, I'm like, all right, so I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do here. Do we want to have a battle? I think we have to understand that even though I hated the bastard, Erebos was necessary for us, and we cannot do without any god, just as we cannot do without Erebos. It doesn't matter how distasteful or much we may dislike them at times. I feel like we should try to unite.
Yes, I think.
And I think we should try to. Well, I summon Thassa to like sit with us. I guess, or ask her to sit with us.
Hey, come sit with the cool kids.
You can sit here if you want.
You slide a tray aside on the lunchroom table.
A big cardboard square of cheese, pizza, and grease.
Exactly. All right.
That's are
So-
you cool going over there?
Yeah.
Are you're cool with coming?
Okay, but first you'll have to unlock your device.
Heliod, if you break into song right now and start singing about high school, I swear.
Now, how aware is Thassa of the conversation you had previously with Porphyros?
I don't know.
Not.
Only the god of gods can answer that.
Yeah. So you were not there, so you do not know what they were talking about.
Okay.
Okay. So, listen, we don't over here. We want to make peace with the other side, but they seem to be unreasonable at the moment. And I don't know. I guess.
You make peace with them?
Huh?
Have
Yeah,
they
we want to.
make peace?
We want to make peace, yeah, with the other gods. I guess my question is, where do you sit right now?
I would like peace also, and all of this chaos is angering me.
It's angering me. I, as much as any god here, love order, as you know. So, I guess what I would say is, I mean, if you look over there, look at the gods who have joined them. They're all chaotic and lean towards selfishness. I don't mean anything disparaging to them. That's how they grow, you know. But like,
They're all a bunch of selfish assholes. No offense.
exactly.
Heliod.
I am concerned about the loss of ancient wisdom. I am the god of ancient wisdom.
Yes.
I am concerned about the loss of that.
And
Porphyros, what is your opinion on this?
Heliod, before you go too far down this chaotic, lawful path, let's just say that that's how people work. Their methods may vary. Their ends and their means may align.
And Heliod, to say that they are selfish is is a lot coming from you.
Yes.
What have I done that's so
High five,
selfish,
Karen.
exactly? I will admit that I've had some slip-ups. I think we've all made mistakes, as I can say with my poor brother, Porphyros over here. But
To Thassa, I would say, I think all of us, as Heliod was saying, fulfill a niche in this world. We are all, in our own ways, important and necessary. And it does us no good to be this misaligned.
yeah, that's a good way of putting it, brother.
I agree. I don't want to be this misaligned either.
And, you know, we do want to set the world right, but we have to work with what we have right now. And I think Clothis is pretty intent on doing it rapidly, I think, as we have all kind of discussed. And she wants to erase everything that we've done. But it's not even about us. It's about, you know, it's about the mortals, which maybe you don't care about. But I think we all have to remember that the mortals are who give us existence, including Clothis even. And I don't know, I wish she wouldn't have come and brought in all this. We've already had enough strain between us. Why do we need more? Discontent sown, and I don't know. Also, Krufix, what have I done that's been so selfish exactly? Okay, yeah, I might have killed Xenagios or whatever, but aside from that.
You ask me.
Who's
What
the
you have
one that said that? Sorry, Karanos.
Yes,
I get your point.
it was me.
Yeah, sorry. Karanos.
You are the self-proclaimed leader of the gods. Self-proclaimed, I remind you.
I mean, it's self-evident. I don't think I really need to say it. Everything belongs to the sun.
Case in point.
What?
Case in point.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
you're an asshole.
I will admit that I've had to have a heavy hand sometimes in order to keep order.
Yeah, your order.
Well, whose order should it be?
I don't know, maybe it should be the mortals' order.
Like the Leonins?
Maybe let them figure it out for themselves instead of having you meddle with them constantly.
Well, listen, let's not fight anymore. This is what got us all into the same problem in the first place.
Now you are conciliatory.
I always am.
Are you?
That's part of my nature.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it though?
It is. It's not. It's about keeping order and trying to give everybody their fair say. Yes.
Continue.
And it doesn't matter. I can change. I can turn a new leaf. But the point is,
I can change. I know I've been a dirty little bastard.
Exactly. So yes, now that Hiliad is officially Saddam Hussein.
Lothus has promised me protection from my Tritons.
Right, but what about your worshippers in Miletus?
She has promised me protection also.
How long will that protection last, do you think?
That's something that I do fear.
And besides that, I mean, she went through and took, you were guarding the the Titans, right?
They came through my realm.
Yeah, but you guarded them and you kept them where they needed, or you kept them deep in whatever Erebus's place is.
Clothis.
Yeah.
Guarded them.
Right. I thought, okay, I don't remember the lore that well. But, okay, yeah, so, but she interfered with your realm in order to get her own ends.
She did.
Right. And I'm not saying that the people, by the way, on the bottom are selfish. I'm saying they're of a destructive nature, by and large, except for, unfortunately, my poor sister, Nilia.
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 She's a lost cause.
Exactly. But yeah, so I don't know. I think, well, I'll leave it to you if you want to join us. But
I would like to join you. I fear for my Tritons. I fear for my worshippers. And I fear for the ancient knowledge that could be lost.
We all fear for that. But maybe we can do this without battle.
I would like to try that. Yes.
Let's restore the order that we all want, including Clothis.
This episode is totally ending with someone getting shanked by Mogus.
Of course it is. It's going to be me.
Right, and then ironically cut right after you said Heliod
Mogus
says,
sends his regards.
"Hey, no, Mogus."
Six Semper Heliod.
It's the red god moot.
Exactly.
I think all of us as gods have to protect each other's worshippers at this point.
Yes, I agree.
And have a front.
Whoever gets shanked has to say, at two Mogus? Of like, yeah, of course.
Duh.
How do you say I'm not surprised in Latin? Of course, Mogus.
Of course, Mogus. Oh, Mogus.
That's our Mogus.
All right.
Mogus.
All right. Anything else, Hellion?
One last thing. So, Krufix, I hate that we had to summon you here for this, but I guess my question is, do you think you can communicate with Clothis, since you're closest to her, and I don't know, try to work something out peacefully?
I think that we can all speak with Clothis. You just... How do I say this to you? You have to approach her with a bit of restraint.
Okay.
Could I speak with my sister? Absolutely.
But
What would you want me to express to her? That you are sorry for meddling? That you have erred? That you see the rights and the wrongs? That you are no longer the self-professed leader of gods? That you will no longer interfere with mortals?
you know, Krufix, I don't understand you. You sound like everything that you say is just coming from her mouth. I would say, well, first of all, what meddling is there? I go over, I give them sunlight, I help them grow their crops and nurture their trees. That's all I do. I don't interfere occasionally any more than any other god here or on the other side. Now, what I was, yeah, I call myself the leader of the gods. It's a title. What is that? How is that a threat?
Heliod Perforos has humbled himself. I think it's time that you humble yourself also.
Oh, snap.
I like the idea that canonically he said, oh, snap. No, I'm just saying it's just a title. I'm not trying to dignify what I'm doing, but you're all asking me to humble myself, and I feel like I've done nothing worth humbling other than give myself the title, the King of the Gods, which is, granted, a little grandiose. But
Just a tad.
yeah.
Heliod,
Look, nobody was using the title. I was just,
Heliod, I have had to ask you repeatedly, and the rest of, or many of you here, to leave the Astronauts alone. Are you telling me that you have actually left them alone?
Anything that has, yeah. Well, I assume he knew that the Astronauts were the ones who got the coin, right?
No, I don't know that.
Well, I'm asking, would Gilead have known they were the Astronauts?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I will say I have interacted with them minimally and nothing that would alter their course.
Oh, how so?
Well,
So you continue to meddle, and yet you minimize your meddling. Doesn't sound very, apologetic to me.
Krufix, have you not gone and answered a worshiper's prayer now and then? Have you not maybe, I don't know, actually, I don't really know what Krufix does as far as like natural phenomenon goes.
I am...
They're not
the
Krufix.
end.
Theranos, I'm sorry. Yeah, Kronos.
Oh,
I keep
you
forgetting.
keep saying that. What the fuck?
I know. It's just because their voices are similar.
Do I?
And
Do yes, they come from the same source, the one
Yeah.
true God.
Kronos, have you not? I mean, every storm you've made has interfered with all of the mortals beneath who suffered through that.
And that's the problem, Heliod, is that I could feel a change coming. I could see the winds begin to shift. I could feel the air begin to thicken. And I had these dreams, if you can call them that, of something terrible approaching. And I tried to bring Thassa into this, and we tried to protect the Astronauts. I did not know what power they had, or what power they will have. But I knew that they were beyond our reach.
Mm-hmm.
And I attempted to bring Thassa into that knowledge. Perhaps I did not share enough with her. But yes, I have erred. Absolutely. Do I feel that wanton destruction of our civilizations is necessary? No. And that's why I'm at this table here.
All right,
But it
that's
makes
fair.
me sick to be here and stare at yours and Porphyros' face, knowing what you have done in recent history.
So, are you saying after this all ends, you're not going to storm again and do all of these things?
I will need to reflect on my role as the god of storms moving forward, yes.
And what role would you take if you weren't storming?
I don't know. I could learn to crochet.
Okay, that gives me perspective. Maybe I should pick up some kind of.
I feel like there already is a god of crochet, and it ironically is Mogan.
I need a crocheted Karanos now.
All of us, Karanos, all of us have our roles. You know this.
All right.
Push boundaries. Heliod provides a immovable rock for those to place their faith upon. Something so bright and painfully horrible to look at that the mortals cannot doubt. All of us have our roles. I would suggest that perhaps not. Don't give up the storming. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, we like you doing that.
I mean, there will always be the unsuspecting sailor and the, random lightning bolt that hits the mast. That will always need to happen. Agreed.
Yes.
We're in agreement.
If it makes all of you feel better, I want to have you all on my side. I will humble myself and I will say I am sorry for any undue interference anyone feels I've done, as with anyone here. But I do think, as what's his name, Perforos has said, that we all have our places and we need all of us. And this is not having warring between us and giving power to the Titans is not helpful to anybody, mortal or immortal. And that's it. That's
Okay.
Hiliad out. He drops the mic.
All right.
Don't do that. Those are expensive.
Exactly.
All right. Moving on to Farah.
Paint jobs.
Yes, well, we have made progress, but we still bicker amongst ourselves, and I feel that we need to unite in our strengths. And as I don't remember if it was Hiliad, perhaps, that brought up that we need all of the gods. I think it was my brother Heliod. We need all of the gods, including those on the other table. Without chaos, there would be not as much need for innovation. I feel like in desperate times, that is when the greatest knowledge and civilizations can rise because they have to in order to survive. So we cannot make order of the chaos, but perhaps we can help arm the mortals to fight against it and empower them, and in so doing, bring back balance of order and chaos, which have to go together to further civilization.
Yeah, good point.
But how do we arm the mortals to help defend themselves with us aiding them against whatever the others may have in store to destroy them?
Well, do you think if we somehow restored death, or Erebus specifically, that, I don't know, the restoration of the natural order, that would naturally help them?
I do believe that would help bring back some balance, but I fear that they have grandiose destruction on their minds, and once death is brought back, they are planning on destroying all the mortals. And while we should let chaos have its place, it should not rule without the balance of order. Okay, sorry, that just needed a giggle.
All right, so Afera, who are you speaking to?
The group at large.
The
Our group,
the-
not the
our group.
group that's not with us. But I just fear that we cannot talk to them. I do not know that they have the same thoughts on their mind, but perhaps we need to play along with their thoughts and take a different approach through the mortals.
Sister, says Karamitra, our power comes via the mortals over long periods of time. Krufix has been absent from the minds of mortals for longer than any of us. And as a result, her power has been diminished. Perhaps now would be the time to ensure that her power does not strengthen and take away from our own.
Do you mean Clothis?
Yeah, what did I say?
Krufix.
Oh, no, he's fine.
I get him confused too. It's cool. I get Cronus and Krufix.
The one
It's a
with
lot
the,
of K names.
yeah, the
Yeah,
one,
it's all-
the one with the
the
V-neck.
cake.
Yeah, the one with the V-neck and the side boob. That one.
Krufix does not have the side boob.
That kind of narrows it down.
No, I'm not talking about Karanos either. He has the full boob. Well, and Thassa, she has the full boob too with no nipples.
Purpurus has got that lava treasure trail going.
A lot of boots.
It's the happy trail. Lava habit trail. Okay, so Karamitra says, yes, sister, I agree that we should somehow get the mortals to perhaps wage war against the remaining followers of Clothis.
Yes, so do we go with, like, for instance, Farika? She can create great poisons. She can also create medicines, but I fear she's on the other side. She will go toward poisons. Do we arm them with more knowledge of more medicines to counteract her destruction?
The only knowledge that I have, even though I'm the god of harvest, the only knowledge that I have of healing is what the mortals already obtained from Farike.
Yes.
She is the source of that knowledge.
How could we convince Farike to bring back balance in the balance that she has created herself? There is a balance in poison and a balance in medicine.
I mean, Farike is kind of a cunt. I agree.
And she follows her sister Nelia, and I just think Nelia is a lost cause, personally.
Nilia has her place in our world. It is.
Yes, they
Sure.
all have their place. She's just not my favorite.
Yes, I know. I perhaps I can try. I see myself as the bridge between Farike and Nilia and you.
Yes, you are. You very much are. And perhaps we can show them the benefit of this. And I know I talked about arming the mortals, but it would not hurt to have more gods on our side to help bring back balance and order. And I do not know, for instance, how much luck we will have bringing Phoenix back. Although Phoenix does like chaos, and without mortals, what chaos will there be? When that is done, it is done, and there is no more fun to be had.
Phoenix is a wild card.
And we just
Wild
need
card,
to,
bitches.
we need to show these gods that without the mortals, if they destroy them all with Clothis, they will no longer exist in their forms or have the purposes that they are meant to have. They may have fun for the events that take on But once they are done, are they ready to live in that world?
Yes, I agree with you, sister. I feel that the other gods have no idea what is at stake here. Would you want me to speak? I can't speak with Phoenix. They are too reprehensible. Perhaps I can speak with Farike and Nilia.
Yes, I think that would be a good place to start. And yes, I feel like you are probably, out of the group of us, the best to talk to them and approach them, and then we can perhaps come to a plan with the others if we can get more on our side and show them the benefits of order, and that we do not want to crush their fun, if you will. We just want balance so that we can all enjoy in the civilization and the benefits that it reaps us as gods.
Thassa, sister, you have cavorted with those followers. Would you accompany me
Absolutely.
in a parley?
I will
Amazing.
do so.
Okay, thank you.
Are we concerned that... Do we need to approach in any particular order, or we don't want to appear threatening in any way?
I think
We are all gods. I do not think they will find us threatening.
if we all went, and especially, I'm sorry, my brother, but if Erois came with us, it would be seen as provocative.
I picture Rose just going, huh? Wait, what?
What did you call me? Did you say my name?
I think the gods that serve as a bridge is the best approach. We may not all agree, but we have a common purpose, and I think that we can hopefully help others see. I do not know what we do with Clothis, but I think our brothers and sisters perhaps we can bring back to our side and restore the balance of order and chaos.
I agree. I will set forth immediately with Thassa.
Thank you.
Let's
Anything
go.
else, Farah, that you want to do?
Nope, I think that's good.
All right. Phoenix, it is your turn.
So, really quick, are they coming over to talk to us then?
They will, yes.
Oh, okay.
In time, if you want to expedite that, you certainly can, but otherwise I was going to do it after your turn. Well, we can do it now, though, since you're at the end.
Can you check your text messages really quick, Andy?
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Is that the miniature version of the Wilhelm scream you just did?
Yeah, me.
I bet I
Only
can get
with
it on
time
here.
with a filter.
Like to fool the others.
Yeah.
If not, that's okay.
I'm just writing them right back.
Okay.
He's not yes-anding, he's no-butting.
Yeah.
This is...
Hey, at my college, we call that shared governance.
No, but we actually don't call it that, Nick.
We call it no and.
No,
Well,
but you're fired.
no, and we do still expect you to do all this other shit.
It's my favorite type of improv.
All right. So, one more question.
Okay. Stand by. Stand by.
Yeah, sorry.
Do, 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 do.
I want to do something real quick.
The god from Ipanema.
Which god is most likely to ride a scooter?
I feel like Aphrios.
Kind of a scooter.
Like a god scooter. I think Eros might.
I
Like
can see
a-
Aphrios,
like a-
yeah.
Like a little Vespa.
Yeah. I like that whenever there's dead air, Thomas comes up with a Reddit list for our gods.
All right, I gotta do something. That not work? Whoa. Stop. I can't. Oh dear Lord.
Just got out of traction.
Yeah, that's.
Hold on.
So I think it's a line in Futurama. It's like, well, it's like skateboarding, but except half the time somebody dies. Oh, so it's a little safer than skateboarding.
Okay, that's not gonna work right now.
Okay.
Sorry, I was like trying to do something too. Oh, why that's not working.
All right. So Phoenix is going to go in the center.
Two. Oh, now it's doing it. Fuck. Okay, she's gonna do what?
Phoenix is going to go in the center and is going to pull out a bunch of bowling pins and start juggling. Attached to one of those bowling pins is a note that they're going to fling at Theros.
Okay.
The note says, "You helped me banish Erebos and fix my El Camino when it was making that weird noise. So I'm going to go against my nature and tell you to watch your back. Someone whose name rhymes with Pogus. Also, your chaotic side is going to regret going on the side of the High School Musical crowd. Thoughts is fine, but dude, that sweet briny ass ain't worth it." And then I'm going to disappear from Nyx.
Okay. The bowling pin?
Oh yeah, the bowling pin. They just fall. Yeah, thank you.
Clink, 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 clink.
Bowling pins.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. Perforos, what are you doing with that information?
I don't know yet. These don't look like bowling pins, do they?
Nope. Look like weird salt shakers.
They look like as if they're seeking an egg to fertilize.
Also that.
I mean, kind of like lava lamps.
No, I was thinking more of, perhaps things that people use on a more intimate level.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of like put little. This one definitely needs a tail. All right, so you're just taking in that information?
I was already concerned that the language of order does not really translate to the language of chaos, and that approaching head-on might not be an expecting reason, might not be the way to go. I don't know if I would have time to prevent the conversation that has already started to go ahead.
Yeah, and as that happens, you do see Karamitra and Thassa begin to approach the other side.
I think I would probably try to follow, but it probably would be too late, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. I do know what you mean.
Maybe I can jump in front of the Mr. McStabby.
In the line of fire,
Yeah, I think Perforos would definitely try to prevent any sort of crazy. No.
I mean, can the gods be stabbed even? That's what I keep wondering.
Yeah.
So, as you do that, you're like running up in, God's speed. And Freaky, are you engaging in this parlay?
Who?
Freaky.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
Okay, so you see that Karamitra wants to talk to you, and so you begin to come over, and she also wanted to talk to Nilia. And so Nilia comes over. She didn't really want to talk to Clothis or Athreos or even Mogus for that matter.
Oh, poor Mogus.
I know. He's always left out. And so this conversation is continuing. Karamitra says,
Sisters, why must we choose sides? We are all really different sides of the same coin. We are all here as part of Theros. Farike, you have given me so many charms and healing elixirs, and I have produced stronger poisons and different substances that you can use through my cultivation. Anilia, without you, I am nothing. Can we not all just get along?
Don't let me down.
What a strange transition this has been when only a short time ago you were spreading lies about me, Karamitra. I have never lied to you, but your own faction is keeping valuable information from you. Have they not told you how they have continued to interfere with the astronauts?
she looks over at Thassa and kind of gives her the side eye and then says,
Thassa, sister, do you know what she is talking about?
I don't have any knowledge of this.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to come clean.
Farika, what are you insinuating?
I'm not insinuating anything. I'm saying if you want to build trust, perhaps you should start with your own allies. Maybe there is information they have not shared with you.
That. Heliod just said that he has not meddled with the astronauts, and Afera said nothing.
Ask him if he has come across anything shiny of late.
I had not heard of this.
No.
No, I don't imagine you have. They wished to keep it quite secret. But let me tell you something about your sister Farike. I know lots about secrets. If you, Thassa, are interested in ancient knowledge, who do you think has buried it all around Theros? Waiting for the mortals to rise to the challenge and discover it for themselves. I am the god who has planted the secrets of alchemy, of herbalism, of the thing that will keep your followers safe from the plague that shall soon strike Miletus.
What are you saying? Are you saying that you are unleashing yet another plague?
Oh, well, a variant of the original plague.
But why?
I find they keep things so interesting. Do you not, if there is no challenge for these mortals, they cannot become their greatest selves.
There are challenges enough. There is no reason to throw more challenges and more challenges at them right now.
Ah, but then we can see who is truly exceptional. The creativity of these mortals to avoid affliction and danger is inspiring, is it not?
There is no reason to test them to their limits like this. There is no reason to inflict this much pain upon them.
Ah, but I disagree. This is the perfect opportunity to test them, to see just how great they can possibly be, to see what they are capable of. At the very least, I shall not lie to you, unlike Heliod and Ifara.
And with that, Thassa, out of the corner of your eye, you see Mogus kind of come around the corner and just kind of start inching towards you. And while he's within a certain distance, he says,
Leroy
Oh man.
God damn it, Mogus.
And he runs and stabs you, Thassa, right in the middle of your back with this tool that Perforos has helped create. And he says,
This is from all of us gods to you, Thassa, and your hubris. Porphyros helped me create this. Phoenix licked it with her poison, and I will stab it into your back over and over and over again.
and with that, huh?
Oh, go ahead.
And with that, you fall to the ground, motionless, not dead, but the rest of the gods feel this concussive pulse from where you were. And in Theros itself, the sea becomes completely devoid of any movement or energy.
Good job, guys.
It is silent. The waves cease. Everything ends in the sea.
Verika just kind of scratches her head and goes, your enthusiasm is good, but your politics are shit.
And Mogus is in this rage, this blood rage, and he's like,
Yes, yes. Next, I will kill Erois, and I will be the head of all of the gods, and you, Heliod, will bow down to me. Do you think that was okay, Phoenix? And where's Phoenix? Oh, Verike. Is that okay? Is that good? Is that good? Yeah? We cool?
It is. I was doing a thing.
Yeah,
You came in right in the middle of my thing, and you stabbed entirely the wrong god.
But this was the plan.
It was a plan, yes.
It was
the anti-plan.
It was not a good plan.
Oh.
We will work on teaching you scheming.
I didn't do a good thing. It was bad.
It was bad. We were maybe convincing Thassa to pardon the pun, if you can understand this, turn the tide.
I mean, you never said when. You never said when, and so I just went.
Oh, this is fair. This is fair. I'm babysitting above all else. I was never one for babysitting. All the babies kept dying.
and that's where we'll pick up next time.
Oh, no. Fuck.
Oh man.
Nicely done.
That was fantastic, y'all.
What I really like is that he's on Clothis' side, who's all pissed about one god getting like fucked.
Everyone has their own politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure do.
That was not the god that should have been killed, but whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And Thassa, Tanya, you're not dead. You're not dead.
Okay, good.
Gods. So and you all know this. Gods can't really be killed.
Right.
They can be imprisoned. They can be weakened, but they can't really be killed. So
I don't think this is going to reflect well upon Mogus.
No.
I mean, what has Mogus ever done that reflects well on Mogus?
I mean, that's fair.
A matter of opinion.
Where he's like, that slaughter thing, it has its merits.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Mindless brutal slaughter.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can't farm meat without slaughter.
Right.
It's
True.
But that can be noble. That can be victorious, like feeding the masses.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can't have laughter without slaughter.
That was crazy.
Yeah. That was a good night.
This is probably the point with Perforos bursts in is like, watch out!
You're like, oh, too late.
You're like the fucking friar in Romeo and Juliet. If you had just left 5 fucking minutes earlier,
Fuck. That's where it ends. Is Perforos going, God damn it. And it starts playing the what's the theme song for
I was
I
thinking.
know it's either Always Sunny. No, I'm thinking
Snappy
like
Sacks?
what's
Hulk?
no what's the show it was on it's the guy from Seinfeld, the writer.
Sorry,
Curb
David.
Your
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Curb Your Enthusiasm music.
Boom.
Oh my. I'm just curious. Can gods heal other gods too?
Probably.
We'll find out next time.
We'll find out the next time we play the gods.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Hold your breath for a
gosh.
month.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, 6 weeks. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Great. We killed death and the sea.
What other
More
abstract
could
things
go
going on?
wrong.
Yeah, poor Alnaldios is just so confused.
Is there a god of love? Can we defeat love?
Yeah, there kind of isn't a god of love, is there?
I mean, y'all already killed partying.
Partying?
That one little cherub
Yeah,
god.
he was the god of love, really.
Yeah.
Who?
Zerexius or whatever his name is.
Xenagios, yeah.
Xenagios.
Turns
or
out Huey
Satyr.
Lewis was wrong about the power of love.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't take a credit card
You shall
or
rise.
it didn't take money.
Do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
I like Huey Lewis.
Because that's how you get Huey Lewis.
Is that from
No
something?
one likes Huey Lewis in the news. Come on.
I did
Oh,
like
man.
the sketch he did with Weird Al.
He seems like a basically decent guy, which is more than I can say for most one-hit wonders from the 80s.
Yeah.
That's
There's a lot of
probably
hits,
true.
though.
Yeah, quite a few hits.
Yeah, he had like 4 or 5.
Yeah. Off one album, but
Awful now.
Is it sports?
Sports is when they really came into their own.
Yeah, it's,
I was out-
it's pretty clever.
Mogus drops the knife and goes, I was out returning some videotapes.
Yeah, that's right.
So are you guys cool with the sound effects, the voice effects?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
Sorry,
are
I kept getting
Awesome.
confused.
Those are
between
fun.
them.
I know. Well, it's because I wasn't like saying it.
What voice
So.
effects? I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like we should call a police station and ask for a ransom.
This is the best one. I can't
So
hear
I feel like
anything.
we should call and ask for a ransom somewhere with those.
Yeah,
Hey, train starting. I need you to turn the voice button on.
that shit's just awesome. Awesome.
This setting is called female. I don't know what it sounds like because I can't hear it.
Oh,
Sounds like a chipmunk.
that's what takes me so long to get it so I can hear it through my headphones. It's a pain in the ass.
Yep, I can't do that. I can do right.
Radio? Is this radio? Hello. This is Chopper.
Oh, yeah.
Who's Chopper going to be?
It's yeah. The female sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
it does.
Yeah, it does.
The gender's too high on it. You gotta.
Christmas time. It's time for toys. Time for
I'm gonna go hang myself.
Oh, you should do Alvin
That's
with
the stream,
the.
everybody. Good night.
Good night, everybody. I'm gonna take
Good
off.
night.
Yep, see ya.
Bye.
All right, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out, Apostle. Oh man. On that note, yeah. So I got a new little toy. I got a Go XLR. So I'm gonna be. Let me real quick. I'm gonna. Ooh, see, I can hear that better. Why is that? Okay, whatever. So let me do my new Saturday voice with our new campaign. If I can find it here. Here it is. So I'm going to be a Warforged necromancer, and so his voice
Is going to sound like this. Hello. I am. Oh, that's a little too much, maybe. No, I guess it's okay. I am Omega. Yeah, okay. It's a little too much. Let me maybe bring that down just a little bit. But anyway, I need to manipulate it. But I am Omega. And you may refer to me as Omega. Hello. You guys like my new voice? I can't hear them. It is okay. So that is my new voice for the new campaign. And we will see how it goes. All right. Well, have a fantastic
Evening. I will talk to you later. Auf Wiedersehen.